The Denver Nuggets finished last season 57-25, number 2 in the West, and tied with the Oklahoma City Thunder. When you think about the defending champs at home this year for the finals, what's next for them?
I think they just need to regroup. I almost feel like it's very difficult to win back-to-back championships. So let's not act like they're the only team that hasn't won a back-to-back championship. That's number one. We make it a big deal that the Nuggets didn't do a two-peat. Neither did the Lakers in 2020. Neither did Golden State Warriors in 2022. Neither did the Bucks in 2021. And that's as of late, right? We can go back in NBA history and to do back to back. We're not talking about the Bulls. That was way back when. And when the Lakers did it, again, it's very difficult to win back to back. So I think that it's just time for them to regroup. I like the core that they have, right? However, I think there is some discussions that need to be around. We're talking about what's next for them, how they're going to increase their depth. It was glaring for me that the loss of Bruce Brown and Jeff Green had a major impact on their long-term run in the playoffs this season. You needed that production off the bench, and you didn't have it. They didn't have it. So how you going to recoup them type of people? They need to figure that out. For next season, if they think they're going to remotely try to win another championship, their depth needs to be reviewed and upgraded, if you will, in my opinion.
Yes. Are you looking at my paper? Because that's the exact same thing that I had.
I'm
I knew
telling you.
they felt the absence of Bruce Brown, or at least a player like him,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, but you know what? Bruce Brown is available. He's an
Bring
unrestricted free agent with the Toronto Raptors. Hey, bring him back.
Maybe he's willing to take a little pay cut. Now I understand that you may not have been able to pay him, but something needs to change because that Bruce Brown production is one of the reasons why you guys were able to have that championship in 2023. He was critical in your success. And for him not to be there, and I'm sorry, even Uncle Jeff, even him, like I missed them coming off the bench. It was glaring. And then I said to myself, did Christian Brown hit a wall? Did he hit a
Hmm.
wall? Because he was, when we saw him in 2023, we were like, oh my gosh, that breakout star, the breakout rookie. I mean, he was just doing the thing. Why he go ghost this year? Like, what? Where, where'd you
Uh-huh.
go? What was it? Did you get burnt by the bright lights? I don't know what happened. But did he hit a wall? What happened? And so I just think if they don't fix their depth, then any additional championship run they think they're gonna do with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray at the helm, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yes, I think they also probably need to look at Michael Porter Jr. and his performance in the playoffs,
Oh my
right? Especially against the Timberwolves. I think if you had to switch things up, it would have to be him because he's a defensive liability.
God.
You ain't going to get no defense with Michael Porter Jr., but you will get a knockdown shooter, hopefully, right? And I think perimeter shooters are very easy to find in the NBA. It's that defender, right? It's the 3-and-D guy that is so difficult
Yeah.
to find. And maybe that's what they need to take them to the next level after not accomplishing their goals this season.
You know what? It's funny you say that. I have that on my list too. I have Michael Porter Jr. It's it's glaring his inconsistencies, and he actually has them during the regular season as well. But we can't afford him to have those inconsistencies in his play during the postseason. We can't do it.
No.
Cannot do it. And it's necessary. I think that if when we're talking about what the Nuggets need, they need to keep Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. I believe Jamal Murray was compromised. His calf gave him issues in the postseason. Now I don't know if he's gonna own up to it, and maybe he has, and I've missed that recording. But I believe
Mhm.
his calf was one of the reasons why he did not perform as well as he should have. And then, of course, Nikola Jokic. You need to keep those two, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. But I'm going to add to it. Aaron Gordon, he's a part of that three for me. At least I'm going to get all effort, 100% effort, 100% of the time from Aaron Gordon. I need for him to stay on this roster. If I was concerned about Michael Porter Jr., I'm equally concerned about KCP. KCP, however, gets a pass from me because he is a two-time champion. And he will give you effort on defense. So if we're talking about how we're going to switch up our starters for the Denver Nuggets, I agree with you that I think Michael Porter Jr. should be the first one that we consider. And if you want to look at somebody else, and maybe because of the money situation, maybe KCP, but I would say retain KCP because he can give you some defense. Michael Porter
Yeah.
Jr., as you mentioned, is a liability on defense. And when his shot ain't hitting, why is he on the floor?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like if you don't go sit down, like boop, come on off the floor.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
and then last season when they had that, when he was kind of inconsistent, then you had Bruce Brown come in and kind of make up for it. They didn't have that this time.
Christian Brown.
Christian Brown came in and was able to make up for it, but we didn't have that this year, and so that's why for me the Denver Nuggets. And then again, the Timberwolves gave it to them. Let's just go head on and give the Timberwolves their credit. They gave it to the Nuggets. They were not ready for that. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think they also need a backup big for Nikola Jokic because right now, if you look at their depth chart, I see Peyton Watson too skinny. You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
very athletic center, but you just need like a big body, a Valanciunas maybe, a JaVale McGee, somebody like Andre Drummond. Just come in,
Yeah.
10 minutes, get a couple rebounds, put
Yeah.
backs, couple blocks.
Yeah.
I think that's what they need as well.
That's a good point because if Nikola Jokic sits down, they are compromised when we're talking about protecting the rim. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
although Nikola Jokic stretches the floor and he knows how to handle all aspects of the floor, you still need somebody, even if they're not going to be Nikola Jokic, because they cannot, at least they can sit up under the rim. I don't know if we may need to tap into what they got going on in Cleveland. We'll talk about that in our next discussion, but there may be some bigs available for trade. Can I interest you in Jared Allen? I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But my point is, you can go out there and seek some other bigs. And I agree with you. And I think they need someone that can come off the bench and kind of back up Nikola Jokic just for, short periods of time. Yeah. Again, it goes back to the depth. They need to fix their depth. I think number one on the list, get your depth together. And then let's see what the starting five look like. And let's see if we want to do another year with Michael Porter Jr. doing what he do or not.